Hi ladies, today I want to share with you what you need to know about dating, especially during the talking stage, so that you can avoid unnecessary heartbreaks. You guys, I have been there before. Yes, I had this guy that came around me and we started to talk. He was slower in his action and I was faster in my action, and I ended up really heartbroken. So that you can avoid that as a lady, know what's gonna work, and when you're with a guy that is going nowhere, make sure you watch this video till the end. Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. If this is your first time, my name is Sarah Onoyemi and I'm so excited you're here. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always showing up. Yes. So on this channel, we love to help you and your relationship strive. So if this interests you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment below. I love to read your comments. Okay, so let us jump into today's video. So I said I was going to talk about what you must know in a dating relationship, especially during the talking stage. Yes, the talking stage can be exciting, amazing. There's butterfly everywhere. But ladies, if we don't know some of these things that I'm about to mention, which personally I'd fallen victim of this before because I just didn't know better, but now I know. That's why I'm sharing it with you. So why is this even important as ladies? Why do we need to know these things? The reason is because if we don't understand some of these things that I'm about to mention and share with us as single ladies, the chances of these things happening is very high. Number one, you're going to end up wasting your precious time with a guy who is not even serious or who doesn't even think he wants to get into a relationship with you. Number two, we're going to end up developing feelings for a guy who is probably not even considering relationship with us. So before we start getting into building emotions for a guy who might probably just come tomorrow and not even tell you anything, and I know a lot of times these things happen when we started to get desperate. You feel like you should be in a relationship, you should have been married, but now things are slower. So every guy that comes around you look like a potential husband. I get it. I have been there before. But I learned some of these things in a really hard way, and now I know better, right? So the first thing you must know about the talking stage, when a guy starts to come around you, you guys are having conversation, you're getting to know each other a little bit better. Here is one thing I want you to keep before you. Number one, be clear. Know what you want, right? And there are two questions that I want you to ask yourself anytime a guy comes around you. No matter how sweet, how amazing, loving the guy is, I want you to ask yourself this question. Number one, is this the kind of guy that I want to settle with? Number two, do our values align? The things that are important to me, are they also the things that are important to this guy? Before you even start building emotions. Because if you don't put these things right before you, you're going to jump into building emotion. And at the end of the day, you realize that both of you are not even compatible, right? And that can lead to heartbreak. And I don't want you to go through that because it's not fun, right? Even if you don't end up dating each other, it's still not fun because I've been there before. So I get it. So you have to answer all of these questions so that you can know if this talking time, actually worth your time and effort and energy. And here is how you're going to know if this guy that is hanging around you is really serious about what he wants. And later in the video, I'm going to tell you how long I think the talking time should take. Because some people hang around a guy, some ladies hang around a guy for 6 months, for 1 year, for 2 years, and they are not clear about where they are going. And eventually, sometimes it just kind of leads to heartbreak. So here's how you're going to know if this talking stage or this guy you're with actually worth your time. Number one, is he clear about his intention? Now you have been talking for 2 months, for 3 months, for 4 months. He's been asking you a lot of questions, but he still hasn't made his intention clear. Yes. Let his intention be clear. He hasn't told you what he wanted. He hasn't told you if he even wanted a relationship. But you're already thinking maybe that's going to happen along the line. So he needs to be clear with his intention. And if he's not clear with his intention, then I don't think you should continue to stay in there. I think a lot of serious guys, more serious guys, will let you know their intention, after a really short period of time, because they understand that hanging around a lady for too long is not a good thing to do. And because they have integrity, they are not going to do that. So if they know they are not sure about their intention yet, they probably won't even come close to you. But if they are hanging around you, they are going to make their intention known not too long. Another thing you need to watch out for as a lady during the talking stage is building emotion too soon and giving undue benefits. And here's what I mean. You're still in the talking stage. You're talking for several hours without the guy even telling you, oh, he hasn't even told you, I want us to get married, I want us to date. You're having back-to-back conversation. He calls you anytime. He can say, hey, I want to talk to you. You can be chatting for like hours up until the midnight. You talk about something really deep. And yet, this guy is yet to let you know what are his intentions. In my opinion, from my experience, most times it doesn't end well. So what are you supposed to do as a lady? You need to keep your boundaries. If the guy hasn't told you what his intentions are about the relationship, you need to keep your boundaries. Your talking time, chatting, phone calls, texting should be very minimal and short. Sometimes I know it can be really hard because you don't want to appear like you're too tough as a lady, but I don't think that is being tough as a lady. Right? I just think you're someone who understands your value, who respects boundaries, and you're just keeping that in place. And any reasonable and valuable guy will understand that. Okay? So you don't want to keep your space open. He can call you anytime. He can chat you anytime. You can talk about really deep and intimate things when he hasn't made his intention known. That's not a way to go about it. So what are you supposed to do? Keep the conversation simple, right? Keep the conversation simple. I'm not saying that you can answer questions, but even if you're going to answer questions, avoid talking about intimate things. Avoid making your space like really open, even while you're still in the talking stage. Does that make sense? Yes, my baby. So one of the undue benefits, there are a lot of undue benefits you could be giving as a lady. Maybe you are even visiting his house, you're already cooking, you are giving him money, you are already buying gifts, and yet he has not told you his intention. This is dangerous, right? Because now when the guy, or maybe you're even sharing your body, now when the guy tells you, or he starts to see another lady and he doesn't eventually tell you he wants to go into a relationship with you, it's really heartbreaking. You feel disappointed. Why? Because you have given so much when you're not supposed to be giving at all. So there's time for everything. That's what they say. I think I'm just going to stop this video here. But I said I was going to tell you how long I think the talking stage should be. Personally, I think talking stage shouldn't be more than maybe 8 weeks, maximum 3 months. The moment you've had your talking stage, you've had conversation, and it's still not leading anywhere, I'll be rethinking things by that time. Thank you so much for watching me. Let me know in the comment section if you can understand what I'm sharing till I come your way another time.